What's up, y'all? This is Mel, and welcome back to It's Mel, baby. How y'all doing tonight? Tonight's live is late, but I'm here. Today I had heck of a day. I went to Dollar Tree, so we'll be having a Dollar Tree live, a Dollar Tree video Monday. But man, hello to whoever you are. I know y'all don't always talk. I'm telling you, we went shopping today, which if I knew we was gonna have the weather that we had, I would have went earlier. And also, if I knew we was gonna be riding the Magic School Bus, I would have went earlier because it rained today, and we was out there shopping in the rain. Thankfully, we was able to shop through the rain. It was raining while we was on the bus. We got off the bus. It wasn't raining where we was. What up, Jazzy Joyce? How you doing? I'm doing good, and you? And of course, then we went to Walmart. I'm tired of the Walmart bracket. So, what's up? Any topics? Anything y'all want to talk about? Well, you, Joyce, because you're the only one now. I used to somewhat watch YouTube, but once I got on YouTube, it was just too much for me. Um, what up, Grace and Favor? When I watch YouTube now, it be like news. Right. Well, Keisha don't help me none with that because um oh my god. When I say Keisha is an avid YouTuber, she is an avid YouTuber. Like we got almost a $300 cable bill, but she'll watch YouTube before she watch cable. And my goodness, I'm tired of the people she watch. You know, I understand that they gotta vent and whatever, or however they be, but how many times, do I have to watch them saying, uh, oh, today all I'm eating is beef, or we did mess up and now we're back on it again. Like, how many people you won't hear say that shit? And how many times you won't hear from them? Man, I didn't want to buy nothing on Temu, but my phone case broke. See right here, that's where my little stand was at. And I don't know what the hell I was doing, but Hey, I don't know what I was doing, but I went to go close it and it didn't close. It had already, I kind of bent it, I guess, and I was forcing it to close, and it just didn't want to take it no more, and it just broke. But the phone case I want, I'm saying Timu, but the phone case I really want, Walmart sell it for like $12. But I don't want to pay that for a case because I know come around September is when I normally get another phone or whatever. And I know I'm getting another phone. So I don't want to buy, that case and it can't fit on my new phone. I know when I go to get my new phone though, normally every time I buy a phone, I buy a case with it. Not this time. Right, I need to upgrade on my phone too. And you want to know what pissed me off about my phone? I brought my phone and it was already a discontinued phone. And I was like, wow. See, and this is another thing about buying your case from Timu. You're going to have to wait over a week to get it. But if I go to Walmart and buy it, I walk out the store with it. Oh, and I don't look, buying phones is so difficult for me to where I just be like, because they always offer you this phone and that phone and that phone, but those phones don't be having enough memory on 'em. I found that buying a phone with 32 memory is not enough. Hey Deborah, how you doing? Um, no, normally I order my Temu on what? On a Thursday. I ain't gonna say by the next Thursday is there, but it's what up, Janelle? But it's there within, I don't know, maybe because I don't pay attention. I don't care. Long as it get there, get to me. And oh wow. Oh wow, you good, son? Yeah. You sure? How you did that? The floor wet? The floor wet? No. How you felt? You good? Yeah. Well, why you holding your side? I hit on the trash can? I fell. Mm-hmm. My arm went to the trash can. All this hit the room of the trash can. You good? Yeah. You say he good.
doing this. Like flip my own.
I normally not gonna say this to you, but raise your shirt up. Oh, well, it ain't bruising yet. Check with me tomorrow.
So if it's bruised, so I'm not going to work. Sorry. If all this bruised, I'm not going. I'm going to have Curtis going for me.
Curtis ain't going in for you. Curtis got to go to work tomorrow night. How the fuck he did that? All I know from the side of my eye, I just saw he was down. I didn't see him go down. I was like, because he was making a lot of noise going down. Thanks, Jazzy Joyce. I was late because, hey, I was late because I started watching The Equalizer with Keisha. And then after I watched The Equalizer for a little bit, I had to go ahead on and make my tea. Hopefully I go my ass to sleep tonight. And no, the series with Queen Latifah. And then I had Mr. I know you hear all the noise he making. I had him outside, and he got this new shit when he ready to come in, to where he be banging on the door and scratching loud and hard and shit. So I waited till I brought him back inside before I started, because like I said, he's ignorant. I don't know where he get that from. And I was like, he is. That's why I'm about to stop feeding him meat. What's up, Trisha? How you doing? I know it's the meat that's doing it, giving them more protein and whatnot. Cause I ain't gonna say every meal, but at least 3 to 4 times a week he get gizzards on top of his food. And I'm at a crossroad with this dog. I kid you not. We was all sitting in here, the door was open, and the cat was at the door. We got nothing. He said absolutely nothing. Then a few weeks back, repair guy was here. He said nothing then. I was like, wow. What was that? That was his own fault he fell. A tie like you wear?
Yep.
Who the hell have a tie?
That's what I'm talking about. The last time I wore a tie, it was my 3rd grade year.
I don't think the cats will jump him, but I don't, cause he used to play with him, you know. But I think this was an unfamiliar cat because the other day when I went outside, they had a little orange cat, and I was like, "Where the hell you come from? Your mom need to keep her shit together." Old girl down the and the thing is, I can't really go talk to her because even though she's not non-responsive, she just chooses to respond to who she wants to. And really, what I would like her to do is, because I'm not saying all the cats, but majority of them come up to her, and I would like her to catch them for me to send them to the city so they could sterilize them. We're not getting rid of them. We just fixing them so they can't keep having all these fucking kittens. Because the little orange one I saw the other day, he's still a kitten. And last year we had an orange one like that. Like, come on, your mom keep having these kittens. And that's what I was talking to Keisha about. I said, you think if I catch them and get them sterilized that they'll not come here no more? You know? And she was like, I don't know. Because they be all in my backyard, they be in my front yard, they be all around the block and shit. Be like, God damn. But as I was saying about Aloysius, he just too, really, he's nonchalant. Like, he could take you or leave you. Here, we get guests, he look at him. He used to, I prefer pits. What up, Chatterboo? How you doing? Oh, no, no. These cats are not adoptable type cats. They're feral cats. That's good. They're not gonna be adopted. And like Oreo, he don't even go up, he don't go up to nobody. So, but I know I can catch him because of how I bait my trap. These cats are all like maybe the kittens might be able to be adoptable, and they're around 6, 7 month old kittens. But Oreo, fuck no. What up, we the people? It's good. How you? Oreo is a old time and he's been around a while. He's not no. He got the war wounds and everything. he he the head cat in charge around here, okay? That's good. And he kind of raw, you know. He's not about to be adopted, no. Matter of fact, he's so old, they'd probably be like, you know what? It's in his best interest that we put him down. And he's not one I would send over there to be sterilized, even though he's a male and there's evidence that he's producing kittens. But really, to tell you the truth, I don't be seeing too many black or black and white kittens around here. But yeah, Oreo, he done lived the whole life out here, okay? And he don't appear Well, I don't know. I can't say he don't appear sick, but you know he old as shit because he walk with a limp. And you know when you put them type of animals in with them people gonna keep that cat. And that's just gonna cause a whole another problem in my neighborhood. We're gonna be hearing cat fights for sure. Hmm. Because he the mug around here. Really, I'm saying this shit, y'all. I don't even know if Oreo a boy or a girl. Like I see, he don't walk around with his tail up or none of that. So you know, but I haven't seen Midnight. I saw a black cat, but it wasn't Midnight. Cause Midnight got that fur like a Himalayan like. But this black cat is just a black cat. I'm thinking this man over here across the street from me bringing these motherfuckers in. Because when he moved here, that's when Midnight popped up. Don't be bringing these motherfuckers in here. Don't and y'all, they got so many people who want to give away free kittens. And I feel like this. Call them people, tell them you have a feral colony, or however, whatever you got to do to get them free sterilized before you give them away. Because all these little cats, it's getting to be that we really got more cats on the block than dogs. I did that because if I had said what I was gonna say, y'all have been like, Mel. But yeah, it's getting to be ridiculous. They're surviving these cold fronts and shit though. I don't know where they be at or what the fuck they do to be warm, but they're surviving it. And I said that because don't judge me. I got on this app. Right. I got on this app. It's called I want to say it's called The Neighborhood. And it was supposed to be helpful so that you can know what's going on with your neighbors and your neighborhood and all that other good shit. They are fucking lying. That is not what that app is all about. These people are on here basically fucking complaining about every fucking thing under the goddamn sun. I love animals too. I ain't gonna say cats, one of them. Like I like adjacent cats. Like they like associates. Um but the cats around here, look, I knew they'd been around here because old girl down the way, she's the cat lady. But they were not producing like this. So that like right there lets me know somebody done brought in some fresh cats. And or somebody done messed around, let their cat out, the bitch got pregnant and they just throwing the kittens out, but keeping the cat. But as I was saying about, I call the app The Neighborhood, but I don't know if that's his name. Hold on, I'm about to tell y'all. Oh, it's next door. Oh, wow. See, now this man on here complaining about people talking about not minding their business and shit. But I've seen a lot of little ads on there where, oh, my cat just had kittens, I'm selling them for $5 and all kind of shit like that. And I'm like, you keep your $5 cat. Then they on there complaining about Dollar Tree. I'm like, wow. Watch out when you go there. They're not Dollar Tree no more. Bitch, how long has it been since you've been to Dollar Tree? Because Dollar Tree ain't been a dollar for a while. Then they got a woman on here look like every month. Right. And they're talking about all, wow. I have not had a Chihuahua before, but I've known a lot of people who've had Chihuahuas, and the only thing about a Chihuahua is, do you live alone? Do you live alone? Uh, do you get a lot of company? Or are you going to be one of them people who carry your 12-pound Chihuahua in the bag? Oh, wow, 24, yeah. Yeah, it was my condolences. Well, the thing about a Chihuahua is they're attached to their people. And they don't attach to the whole crew. They just find one person they really like, and the rest of them could kiss his ass. Right. I just say, I thank the Lord my dog saved me. And what I mean by they saved me, when my dogs get to be where I feel like they're just suffering too much, it's like they hear the conversation. And they be like, you know what, fuck you, bitch. You don't want me fight to stay with you? Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead on and go. Right, they are. Uh, but they're also biters. So keep that in mind. Did you play with the little Chihuahua? My my very first dog that I had as a child, um, Kikalita Mac. I was about 5 years old. and she had to be put down. And see, these kids here, they got it fucking made. Like my generation kids, they got it made because I had no intentions of wanting to put down my kids' animal in front of them. Like, and Kiki was there from like, I want to say from the time that I was born. Kiki was all I ever known was Kiki. And they brought us with them to the SPCA to have Kiki put down. And that was a traumatic experience for me and my siblings. So when it came time, like in my kids, I didn't want them to experience that, but the dog bounced back. But she really only bounced back because the vet that I brought her to was a real vet. She was a real animal lover. And she said I couldn't just let her bleed out, regardless if you can afford to pay for it or not. She said, so I stitched her up and I gave her a few things and she made it through the night. I was like, wow, thank you. Because when I brought her there, she was bleeding profusely. Like every time you clean the blood up, she was, it's like, bitch, get the fucking mop. What you doing is just a waste. Right, God bless her. And she was the only vet I ever brought my dogs to after that incident. But then she sold her practice. And the vet that took over, you want to know something? I never met him. He always had vet techs do his job. So I stopped going to him. But the incident, Snow had jumped through a window. Oh wow. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, bitch the devil. But the moment she couldn't see no more, I would have put her down. And here's why. I grew up, it took my daddy a long time to get us a dog again. So he got us partner. Right. So he got us partner. We had partner for about a year and a half. Here he go. He brought Richard over there. Said he was going to give Richard to my cousin. But my sister cried and cried. So my daddy let her keep Richard. Richard they were both boys. They both had their balls. So they were marking territory. And my mom was like, you know what? You bitches get the fuck out of my house. And so Richard, let me see how long Richard lived. Richard was, oh shit. I had a fucking cold by the time Richard died. No, I didn't, because Richard didn't die. I think my daddy went and put him down. We just don't know what happened. I personally don't know what happened to Richard. I'm more than sure my mom and my daddy know what happened to Richard. But I don't know what happened to Richard. We went to school one morning, Richard was there. We come home from school, Richard was gone. And that was around the time that I was about maybe 14. But Reshaw went blind before my daddy got rid of him. And Reshaw only loved us. So when your dog get blind, you have to change the way you communicate with them. And fuck, we had got to the point we was afraid of Reshaw. We didn't want to fuck with Reshaw. It's really Richard, but my daddy Cajun, so it's Reshaw. And Reshaw had us walking around on pins. Because you just didn't never know what kind of bag Reshaw was going to come out on you. Because, yeah, he could smell, but because he didn't have his sight no more, he changed. And we used to fucking be 6 feet away from him. We'd be like, Reshaw, because once he got blind, even if he knew it was you, he was snapping. He ain't want nobody to touch him. But in his defense, that wasn't his fault. How the fuck that wasn't Reshaw's fault? I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't Reshaw's fault. Reshaw was a Tibetan Terrier. So he was one of them dogs with all that long, silky fucking hair. Yeah, he got mean when he lost his... Well, he was already mean, all right? But when he lost his hair, it changed his personality. And he got meaner. But he was never mean to us. But once he got blind, it's just like everybody else could go when the wagon come. But as I was saying, though, in Reshaw's defense, I would have been biting every fucking body who touched me too. Because my daddy, you know how they have, how can I say this? In BPC, you know how you have the neighborhood do-it-all type man? You know, you need your grass cut, here cut your grass. You need your yard clean, here clean your yard. You need your car washed, here wash your car. You know, the neighborhood man. Well, my daddy had a regular neighborhood man, right? And, you know, he would wash the dogs or whatever. Well, one time, my daddy had him wash the dogs. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me explain about this neighborhood man, dude. He was, I want to say he was blind in one eye. And that's the man my daddy picked to wash Reshaw and to groom him. Okay? Well, right, Deborah. Now keep in mind, Reshaw knows him, but he don't really like him. Okay? So he washed Reshaw. He kind of let him dry. And he goes to cutting the hair. I don't know how the fuck he did what he did. But now keep in mind, Reshaw is only about this big. He's not a big dog. He's about maybe, I'm going to give him 25, 30 pounds, okay? But he was about maybe 2 feet long, if that long. No, he wasn't that long. Richard was about no. Richard was about that big. Okay? And he was about yay tall. Okay? And so this man cut Richard hair, but I don't know how or what he was doing. Now you see the dog that big. He cut the dog this big. I don't know how the fuck he did it, what the fuck he was doing, but the dog was cut open like that on his side. He just cut his skin. So he hurt the dog, but he didn't hit nothing vital or whatever. So after that, after JP cut him, and my daddy was from the country, wasn't bringing no dog to no damn vet. So I would just stand back from him and spray peroxide on it. But when I first saw that, I cried. I was like, how the fuck you let him do this to my dog? Even though it was my sister dog. Which it really wasn't, because my sister has never really been a dog person. And she like them, but she don't have two fucks about if they trained. Long as when she say come here, they come here. And when she be like, leave me the fuck alone, they leave her the fuck alone. That's trained enough for her. Maybe sit. But that's the only 3 commands her dog need to know. Come here, leave me alone, and maybe sit. That's it. That's the 3 things her dog need to know. So, and we grew up with Richard, literally, because I was 8 years old when we got him, and I was about maybe 13 or 14 when he disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. We went somewhere, came back, Richard was gone. And so we lived without a dog for like 2 years. Then we got Onyx and Isis. I could not believe them dogs came from the same fucking litter. That's why people always putting stalls on the Labrador, the Golden Retriever chest. The Golden Retriever I had would make you not like Golden Retrievers. What's cool? Hey, do something with your clothes. Throw them away, put them up, whatever.
Honestly?
He said that's all for you. What's cool? Yeah, the dog vanished. That was cool. Hey, that was no colder than seeing your dog get hit by your mama's friend. Now that one there fucked us up. Matter of fact, it was after Kiki died, and my daddy had got us a Golden Retriever puppy then. And I'm saying Golden Retriever, but I want to say she was a yellow lab. It was one of them 2 dogs, a Golden Retriever or a yellow lab. So my brother named the dog Nova. And we were outside playing with Nova and whatnot. And now Nova was still a puppy. Well, goddamn. And we were outside playing with Nova, and my brother ran across the street. Nova ran behind him, but she didn't make it. My mama friend knocked off her fucking man. That was just fucked. I never did like that lady, but that didn't make the relationship no better. Then you go to her house, she got a house full of cocker spaniels, and they won't eat your ass up. That's when I really fucking knew cocker spaniels were mean. And that was after she killed our dog. Man, I was like, fuck. Shit, you saying that? After Risha, yeah. After Kiki died, my daddy brought us Nova. Maybe about, it wasn't no whole year. He didn't wait a whole year to get us Nova. And like I said, we was outside playing with Nova. My brother ran across the street. Nova ran behind him, and she didn't make it. Motherfucker just ran over our dog. Then I had, this is not my first scruffy. My first scruffy was a female schnauzer. And my daddy was like, no, I don't know what you brought that dog here for, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And I went to work one day. We had Scruffy for about a week or two. I went to work one day. Scruffy was gone. And I went to talk to JP, and he was like, man, your daddy paid me to walk that dog away from here. Well, no, that's not the one. He must have paid him to walk Richard away from there, which didn't make no sense because, but then again, back then they didn't have microchipping and whatnot. But it didn't make no sense because Richard had his collar. Yeah, that did. But you know which dog being took from me the most hurt was Princess. Because Princess was really my dog. Somebody gave her to me, and being as though all we had was Vija at the time. Nope, we didn't have no dog. Princess was the dog. And I had Princess. I got Princess in 1996. I want to say, yeah, because my sister was still in high school. And I got Princess. She was very, very smart. She didn't like to be picked with though. So I had to break her of that. Every time you touch Princess won't bite your ass. I was like, oh no, we can't have this shit here. So I broke her of that. And I trained her. I really, I didn't have nothing else to do. I took my time and I trained her. We would walk, we would go on long walks, and she'd be right there. When Katrina hit, instead of putting her on the truck with us, I left her at home. And the rescue people who are supposed to be helping you out and making sure your pet's okay stole my dog. And I'm going to tell you why I say stole her. Because when I first contacted them, they told me they couldn't do shit. Blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And so I was like, okay, well, thank you for your as little help as you could offer. Because they said we threw some dog food down in the yard and we gave her some water. But my brother friend who could get into the city was already bringing her food and water. So they didn't do shit for her really. But because we had the keys to the gate, he could not physically get the dog out the gate. So she was still in the yard waiting on us to come home. And I went down to New Orleans because I went to La Place because that's where my daddy was first. I went to go check on him. And then after I went to go check on him, uh, I went to go check on my dog. And when we got there, they had a sign on the fence. Oh, we got your dog, Ren Gonzalez, blah, 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 this. So I leave New Orleans, I go to Gonzalez. Wait, first I called him and I talked to him. Yeah, we got this dog, but we got so many dogs, we don't know what to do, and this, that, and the other, and we just shipping dogs out. And I was like, don't ship my dog out. I'm coming to get her. So when I went to go get her the next morning, they had done shipped my dog out. They shipped her out like 2 hours before I got there. I was like, well, ain't this some goony goo goo shit? So by the time the dust settled and we had moved to Dallas, um, they contact. Wait, let me back this shit up, because those people had been contacting my brother for months, and he was ignoring them. But what happened was, I was on the website, and I said, "That's my motherfucking dog." And they had all the little contact information and whatever, whatever. And you could call them and they'll, do what they had to do to get your dog back to you. So I said, okay. I called them. That's by then I'm living in Dallas. They say, we've been calling the phone number associated with that address for months. She said the first time somebody did answer us, but then they chose not to speak to us anymore. I went, what? Okay. So she was like, well, the dog we got is 2 years old. Can't be my fucking dog then. I said, you know what? Is it possible for you to go to her kennel? And I'm going to talk and we're going to see if the dog reacts to my voice. So the woman went to the dog kennel and I called her. She said, oh my God, I've never seen this dog like this before. I said, well, you saying she 2 years old? That dog 10 years old. They was like, wow. We can't believe that. She's in excellent condition. Her health is perfect. I was like, wow, what y'all think, people don't take care of their animals or some shit? And she was in Rhode Island. She was at Cape Cod, Rhode Island Center. I was like, wow, my dog living a good life, but she still didn't want to be with them. She said she's really not adjusting to kennel life. I said, of course she's not. Because for one, when y'all rescued her, she was running around the yard. But normally I would have her on the chain because she likes jumping fences. And the last time she jumped a fence, 2 months later, I had 11 puppies. So I started keeping her on the chain. And I think that's part of what helped her stay healthy too, because it was a heavy chain. You know, she was a Rottweiler, pit mix. So I couldn't put her on no lightweight chain, you know. So but no, that was the one that hurt the most. Cause I had look, I moved from New Orleans. Wait, no. I moved from New Orleans to an apartment in Gretna. Princess came with me. When I moved back home, Princess came back with me. I moved to Church Point, Louisiana. Princess came with me. And to tell you the truth, even though I had her outside on the chain, her first few years, she was a house dog. Till nobody was around and she got bored and she went to digging in the trash can. And when she started doing that shit, I was like, you know what? To the yard you go. And that's when I learned she like jumping the fence. And how old Princess was? She was just, I'm gonna say she had that little puppies about a year after I got her. That's when I learned she was jumping fences and shit. And but ironically, after that first little, Princess ain't have no more puppies. Princess was like, fuck that. If that's what the jumping the fence gonna give me, I'm good. Cause she wasn't really no mother. All of them survived as puppies, you know. But she was like, mm-mm. You could keep them fucking puppies. That's not my life. And man, I didn't even have to talk to Princess to get her to do nothing. Once if I snap my fingers and get her attention, I just tell her what to do and she'll do it. And she could be all the way across the yard. And people used to be like, dang. I was like, me and this dog done spent a lot of time together. A lot of fucking time. That's shitty. Can't even snap my finger no more. But yeah. When I say we spent a lot of time, we did. That mug knew hand commands. You could talk to her, anything, and she knew what the fuck. And couldn't stand a junkie. Could not stand a junkie. And that's what I told the woman at the place. I said, well, and that's why I didn't understand why she said Princess was 2 years old. Because her grand didn't start at her muzzle. It started like up in here. And I guess maybe they thought that was just her coat. No, that was maturity. Look, and that's part of why I'm ready to kick this dog's ass. Because all the dogs that I've ever owned, he's the most difficult so far. He won't stop jumping. He feels like as long as he see you, he done came to you, you know, and the only way he won't come to me is if something wrong with him or if he wants something. And that shit working my nerves. That's like I was telling if y'all watched our last eating chat, I didn't like the way he was breathing. And I said I'm gonna have to check his collar. I checked his collar. Yeah, that was what was wrong with him. I'm gonna see if I hear that from him today. But that was what was wrong with him, his collar. Whoever put the collar on him had it twisted and it was too tight. That was what was wrong with him. Now, if I hear that breathing thing again, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and bring him to a vet. But shit. And that's what I was telling Keisha. I said, wait, he had the audacity to run to me, so something wrong with him. Yeah, I'm glad I caught that too. But when he was a small puppy, the first collar I ever put on him, he could get out of it. Yeah, I've had him since he was a puppy. The first collar I had on him, he could get out of it. So I got him another collar. And I put it on him, it fit on him right and everything, but he couldn't get out of it. So this smart sucker picked up the old collar that he used to be able to get out, and he brought it to me, he dropped it at my foot, and he sat down. And I had to laugh at him. I said, oh, okay, I know what you... So that's how I knew the other day when he came to me, something was up with his collar. He's too smart to be so ignorant. And how can I say this without having animal lovers attack me? Fuck it. I don't want to beat him into submission. I don't want to break his spirit to train him. But he's gonna fucking he about to fuck around and find out. Because that's what it's gonna have to be. Because look, when I put him on that leash, he get mad as fuck with me for having him on the leash. Because he knows he's not gonna do the shit that my sons allow him to do when I put him on the leash. So it's like he don't really want to be disciplined. And I can't have that shit. I can't. And tell you the truth, now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it, the only son that he really fucking break out and beat a jackass with is my middle son. Like, yeah, I know all that. He submits on his own. He just won't do nothing. Like if he knows I'm mad with him, he will come on the floor and lay down. He submits on his own. He just, all that other shit, he don't want to hear it. He won't jump up. He won't climb all in your lap. Bitch, you too big for that. And yeah, he is. He really is. I know he's over 40 pounds. You know what? Hey, Curtis, not today, maybe tomorrow. When he woke, I want you to get on the scale with him so we could weigh him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we used to weigh the other dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. He just, no, what that is that fucker is breaking whatever little training we put into him. Because I kid you not, he don't even Keisha Keisha don't fuck with him like that. But when he comes around Keisha, he's respectful. He knows not to jump on her. He knows not to be hitting on her. Cause that's another thing he likes to do. He likes to hit. And that shit there, bitch. No, you're not about to be hitting on me. That's just like I told Keisha today. I said, I know I can get him to bite. But he's not disciplined enough to teach him that yet. Because when I first got him, he wanted to grab you. Like if he wanted you to do something, he'll try to grab your hand. Or when I first started brushing him, he would try to grab your hand, my hand. And I was like, oh no, bro, we don't do that shit around here. But when Dwayne around, it's like anything goes. Dwayne does not stop him from jumping on him. Dwayne does not stop him from fucking tackling him. Dwayne don't stop him from doing nothing. So he be trying that shit on Curtis, and Curtis get mad. And once Curtis get mad, he be like, you know what? Maybe you right. I'ma just sit here. That's what you say you do, huh? I'ma just sit here and I'm just gonna chill. But he don't play that with me, Keisha, or Terrell. He just gonna do what we say. Because look, we was in here dying laughing because yesterday I told Dwayne to feed him. Dwayne fed him. He all jumped. Now he know off top, you want that bowl, you got to sit. He ain't care about none of that shit. Because here's Dwayne. He was jumping all on Dwayne, pushing on him. And when I mean pushing is, he'll back up, he'll sit down, and when he jump, he'll jump at you and push. And that's what I told Dwayne, why do you let him do that? But Dwayne lets him do that. Dwayne constantly saying, sit, sit. Terrell was back there. He said, oh, fuck that. Sit. And if you would have seen how the dog turned, now he was already playing with Dwayne. But when Terrell told him to sit, he looked at Terrell and he was like, but he sat down. The matter of fact, when he did that, I was like, the look on his face was like, he was saying, here this bitch go. Because he got right quick. And Dwayne was just like, you're not demanding it, but you got issues. And I don't think I have the time, but I don't want to wait a whole nother year for him to calm down. Because I know he's not finished growing. And I'm the only one to walk him on the leash. And he needs to run. I would say he needs to run a good half hour every day. And when I bring him in the yard, that is what he does. Unless, I sit out there and chill with him, then he gonna want to sit by me. No, fucker, I brought you out here to go play. I ain't sit you out here to be no old fucking dog sitting on the porch. Because he don't believe in fetch. You could throw the ball all you want. He's not going to bring it back to you. The closest he might get to bringing it back to you is about a foot in front of you. And that's just so he could fucking see if he could get the ball before you and run off again with it. He's disgusting. I'm not used to that. I'm used to a disciplined dog. And I know that ain't nothing but that fucking poodle in him. I wonder what kind of fucking poodle they is. Like, that bitch was too fucking cheery and helpful. Because that's is all in him. But he also got the attitude of, bitch, if I don't want to, I ain't going to. No, I don't deal with that kind of shit. And that's why I really want my pit back. Well, I guess you could say that because he got another year to grow. I guess you could say he a teenager, but put it this way. Here's my problem for real. When I brought him home, he learned not to go in the house within 2 weeks. Like, and I'm only saying 2 weeks because he went back there and shitted in my room like the second week we had him. But from like day one, almost, he did not use the bathroom in the house. Yeah. But no, that's not good. But he learned house potty training relatively quick. I'm gonna have to give him them stores because he did. He learned potty training quicker than any dog I ever had. I ain't even gonna lie. He learned to go outside quicker than any dog I ever had. That's a plus for him. But even as a little bitty puppy, he did not like the leash. And he still don't like the leash. And I don't want to put a choke collar on him. For one, because of all that fur. And for two, I feel like I shouldn't have to choke the shit out of you for you to listen to what the fuck I'm telling you to do. Because that's what the choke collar does. Chokes the fuck out of him. I used to have them for my pits, but I found I was wasting my time because my pits would stop and listen. Matter of fact, I used to train Scrappy with the choke collar. And it really was not needed. But then again, I think I might have to make Scruffy a collar like that. I used to make my own dog collars, and they were heavier on the neck, and they was not gonna break because this motherfucker about to make me choke him. But I go down to Home Depot. I measure all my dogs' necks, and I go to Home Depot and I buy a length of chain and I cut it down and I cover it with he need a collar like that. And I cover it with rubber tubing, i.e. the hose pipe, And I put, what they call that, the little coupler on there, and that's course the chain be heavier than the leash, but still. And but I already know that. That's why I say that's part of why I want to get rid of him. Because he feels like he ain't gotta respect shit unless he wants to. Well, no, that's not true. Because I'm telling you, my oldest son, he don't play with him. He don't play with Terrell. But Terrell is mean. I can imagine what Terrell has been doing him out my presence. Motherfucker be like, why would you say that about Terrell? Because I knew Terrell. Because I never could understand it till one day I came in here and I saw him trying to do Terrell, what he do Dwayne, and Terrell was about to uppercut the shit out that dog. I was like, don't be beating on him. He already got issues. Don't beat on him. It's like he's autistic. I definitely know he's on the spectrum because if you put a gizzard or something soft in around him, he don't want to eat it. He will not eat nothing soft. Um, I tried giving him a banana. He won't eat that, but he'll eat an apple. Like I tried giving him the livers. Now he'll eat them, but I guess he prefer his livers frozen, so he can really get that bite to it. But if they soft, he'd be like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" You could just see it on his face. And so fuck it. I and fuck that. I don't want to have to keep fighting with no fucking dog. And he's a strong, big motherfucker. I don't let him jump on me, so I don't know how tall he is in relation to me. But I'm more than sure if he stood up, he's probably about right here to me. We're not doing that one. So y'all been watching Netflix? I don't know where they went. They say, bitch, stop talking about that fucking dog. Fuck that dog. Saturday, I'm supposed to be doing a podcast, I guess you could say, with DC Kool-Aid. Excuse me. I'm supposed to be doing a podcast with DC Kool-Aid. It's called A Stud's View, I think. Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know how it's gonna work out. Keisha saying I could be on my channel too, but I don't know how this shit work out. So it probably will be on DC Kool-Aid and Lisa. And Lord, I'm just walking into this blind. I just know the title. So that's gonna be interesting. And I don't know. It's supposed to be I believe 7 o'clock my time. I don't know. See, Keisha, right, Deborah, I just said that too. I want to say it's 7 o'clock Central, but it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm not sure. Um, Curtis, that's him.
Yeah, you sleep.
He's snoring. Hmm. Fuck, see how he breathing like that? That make me want to flush his nose. Anybody ever flush a dog nose? Are they like us? Ear, nose, and throat all connected? Oh man. I'm gonna have to see how this go. Me neither. Is that him snoring? But he just letting it all go? Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for Keisha on that one. You don't get no notifications. Yeah. Tomorrow's the yeah, it's the night. We're supposed to be doing that on the night. Have you went to your notification tab? I'm saying notification tab. Let me see. Let's see if we can fix your problem. Do you have a notification tab? If you go to how you watching? Tablet, phone, computer. Hit the notification, which is the bell. And up here they say all comments mentioned. But if you look in the calendar, okay, if you look in the calendar on the notifications page, they got them 3 little dots on the other side. Well, then at that point, I'm gonna have to tell you go to that page and go look at uh go to that page and then I'm gonna have to say go to that page and look at your notification bell right there, right here in the corner. Press the arrow and see what it tell you. It say all personalized, none are unsubscribed. Wow. See, that's the kind of shit I be watching on YouTube lately. Full episode, Kill or Be Killed. Teen boy is shot to death by his grandma, only on oxygen. Oh, I don't know. I tried. I did my best. But I guess my best wasn't good enough. Yeah. Hey, you stopped the washer or your brother stopped it. That's not gonna get that load you got washed. My sons work on my nerves because we need a new washer and they keep on just, oh, it works, so it's all good. No, bitch, we need a new one by now. Look, the washer we got right now, I brought in 2008 when we moved to a house. Really, Keisha brought it for me. She wasn't gonna buy it. And I was like, the fuck you wait? She had the money, I didn't. And they was like, well, we moving. We got a washer and dryer in our shed. Um, the people who is for just left it there, and we moving, so it works. Y'all won't buy it? We're like, fucking right. Hell no, it's too many washing people here, and it ain't even that. It's the fact that when I had to get it repaired about a year ago, he came, he fixed the problem, but the bastard didn't put the screws back on my machine. So that means, you know, with it screwed on there, if the load is unbalanced, it just can go a certain way. But because he didn't put the screws back to hold the casing on, when it is unbalanced, that motherfucker be all over. And it's just not work. It's not working like that no more. I have repaired this washer. Ooh, ooh. Right, well, right. And that's the problem. They fucking get their clothes from 2 3 weeks and think they could put that in one load in the washer. And then my sons, especially my younger two sons, like to put in unbalanced loads. Unbalanced loads is the quickest way to kill a motherfucking washing machine. And like you can't put no coat on one side and no t-shirts on the other side. Like you gotta fucking try to get that coat around as much as you can in that machine. And then put your, they don't wash like that. They try to just throw everything. They walk up to the machine with their clothes, they drop it, they pat it down and they stole it. Then I got a politician over, son. Oh well, when we get a washer, we need to get something that's kind of updated. Why? It ain't nothing wrong with the old one. But yo, you don't think the updated one gonna have the same problem? But not only that though, he talking about updated because he want one of them front loads like at the washer. But right, he want one of them front loads. But what make him think I couldn't afford that myself if that's what I wanted? Even when I get a new machine, I want a top load and I want an agitator in it. It's not that I couldn't afford a front load. It's that front load got too much shit going on with it. Like, I gotta wash the goddamn washing machine. What kind of bullshit is that? there you literally go in the store and right there by the laundry detergent, they have shit that talk about, excuse me, washing machine cleaner. Now, you, so you don't have no right. But the fact that you got to wash it, so say, because it can hold water and mildew and shit like that, is why I don't want one. I don't know why they feel like just because it's so say modern is better. I just saw an old woman today on TikTok who was 109, 101, and she had been owning, but for what? Uh, she was 101, and she had a pressure cooker that she had been having for 50 years. And her granddaughter showed her her pressure cooker, and she was like, "Girl, that ain't no pressure cooker. This right here is a real pressure cooker right here." And she was like, "I have no use for that." They constantly updating because they constantly watching social media, and they believe that's the way you live life. Like these idiots on social media. And the thing that be killing me is uh Alonzo watches I wanna say, I don't know his name, but he's a little trust fund baby. And he be doing all kind of videos destroying shit. And and one of my sons, he really be burnt up. That's just a shame. But yet y'all follow these people. And if you actually look at them and pay attention, yeah, he might be destroying a new car or playing this or playing that. But well, y'all have to have $300 and $400 shoes on y'all feet to do what he's doing. He only got on a little cheap pair of Asics or a cheap pair of fucking you look, you know cheap Asics when you see them. Pound dance. Is that on the YouTube? Have you seen titties at the top and at the bottom? Pound dance. Hmm. Shit, which one you watch? They got so many of them on there. Hey, Miss Boosie, how you doing? Talking about 5-year-old girls. What? See that kind of shit there. That's just like me and Keisha was watching a 600 pound life. And wow. You just woke up. That must have was a good nap. We was watching 600 Pound Life, and the girl was too fat to dance. Okay, because she was still 600 pounds. Okay, so her boyfriend got up and he just went to a whole group of little girls and started dancing. I was like, I don't know, should that be a red flag? Oh, your cold got you. I hope you're doing better, Miss Boosie. Okay, hold up. Pound Town. Okay, I just seen that. And they had the girls doing that. Oh, that's by somebody named Sexy Red. The ballet teacher. Right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna watch that later then. I got it, dude. But that's the truth. That shit work on my nerves too. Uh, it's like the parents don't have substance no more. Uh, people, every generation says, I'm gonna be a better parent than my parent was. And I don't think they're being better parents. Um, because you have to be your child's parent, not their friend. And God forgive me, sometimes you gotta let go of the grandparents too, because even though yeah, grandparents do that regardless. They're the grandparents. They got the right to spoil your baby a little bit and whatnot. But when I understand spoiling them, like in certain things, like small things. But if This child asked their mama for $20 and their mama tell them no. Who the fuck is you to go in your pocket and give them a 50? And that's what aunties doing now. They shitty aunties too. See, when we had our village that we grew up with, is not the same village kids are growing up with today. Where the village was supposed to help and support the parents, now the village is helping and supporting the kids. And that's part of the problem. Because I wish I would have went ask my mama for $20, and she told me no. My uncle wasn't gonna go in his pocket and give me no 50. He might have went in his pocket and gave me a 5 or a 10 and say, I helped you get halfway to where you need to be. But he ain't do excessive to right. That's the whole generation. And then these little spoiled brats who are raising these fucking hell on wheel kids, all they can holler is how you got McDonald's money for him, but when I wanted McDonald's, you didn't. Well, bitch, I ain't got to raise you now. I ain't got nobody in my house now. So if my baby wants some chicken nuggets, I can get him some chicken nuggets because it's just me. My money is for me now. It ain't for all y'all. But if I want to buy my baby some chicken nuggets, I can get him some. And his jealous ass daddy or mama go home and be mad about that shit and try to figure out another way they could get back at their mama. That's crazy as fuck. Right, it is. And I can admit that's our fault. That's our fault not to. Because even though we grew up with freedom and not as much supervision, that's what it was. We turned out a hell of a lot better than them. Because even though we knew there was no supervision, and we still had the respect for our parents and ourselves not to be doing the fucked up shit they really wouldn't want us to do, or was really a problem. No, don't call my mama. You didn't want the police call your mama, you didn't want your teacher call your mama, and you damn sure didn't want your grandma call your mama. But not when your grandma call your mama is, why you ain't give my grandbaby this? We ain't have that shit when we was growing up. My grandma was not calling my mama talking about, oh, she wanted this and you didn't want to get it for her. My grandma wasn't calling my mama talking no shit like that. Right. Right. That's how I feel, even though Alonzo is not my grandchild, that's the age category in which he's in. He's my godchild. And even though I buy him his little Zuzus and whatever, I don't necessarily, as far as he should be buying all them big ticket shits. All I'm buying him is snacks, books, and a few toys. And when I say toys, we're going to the Dollar Tree or we're going to Walmart and we're just getting a little toy. We're not getting no electric power car. We not getting no drum set. We not getting no fucking 100-key keyboard. We're not doing that. Right, right. Because his parents was amazed that at 5 he could play pity pat. That's because I told him. That's because it was pitch black. The power had went out and everybody went to sleep but him and me. And we was playing fucking pity pat by candlelight. He don't want to fuck with me with that Scrabble, dude, y'all. He was over here last week and I said, let's get the Scrabble out. Let's play. He was like, So you know what that means? I got to play Scrabble with him. I want him to improve. Even though your kids might not believe it, you want your kids to be better than you. You want them to do better than you on a lot of aspects. Right. I already know. Once my kids have kids, they're not going to bring them by us. Because, what you mean, huh? The fuck? Anyway, I know they're not bringing them over here. Because they're going to be like, how you brought my baby here, brought my baby there, y'all ain't want to bring us there. We in a fucking golden time of day, so to speak. You know, it's not no pressure on us to be with this little kid. All we got to do is pass on what our ancestor passed on to us, to this kid, and spend time with him and be fun. We're not responsible for all that other shit. So of course, in a way, yeah, you're gonna spoil them, but I don't have to make sure he get up and go to school. I ain't got to make sure he eating breakfast. Oh, I know they're not because I don't know who it was. One of them motherfuckers was talking about some shit about hitting my kid. I went, oh, you keep that little bastard by you. Don't you? You keep that little bastard by you. Then you don't have to worry about me hitting your kid. Oh, I don't do them either. I can't say that though, because Alonzo is spoiled. He got a smart mouth. But he also knows I smack the fuck out of him. Even though I'm older now. I don't think I have to rule with the iron fist. And the little whatever I look. Right, I feel that way too. I think that's part of why my cousin stopped bringing her kids over here. Because like I told her, and I told him in front of him, you get out of line, I'm smacking the fuck out you. And them children looked at me like I was crazy. But their parents already know that when they bring them here. Yeah, but you gonna get smacked the fuck out of fucking with them. But Keisha done got so soft now. She's soft with a T now. She ain't gonna do that. That's how I feel about my godmother. And she didn't spend that much time in my life, but she fucking so did impact it. That's like Alonzo. Him and his daddy like to play that tapping out with him shit. I said if I ever see, I don't give a fuck what your stupid ass daddy tell you. If I ever see you raise your hand to your daddy, I'ma bat the fuck out you. I don't care if he says it's all good. No, that's disrespectful. And you don't have no business boxing your daddy up. Because one time he wasn't here and him and his daddy was doing that. And his daddy came here like maybe a week or so later. And he told us, he said, man, we was fake fighting and whatever. He said that little motherfucker hit me and knocked the wind out my ass. I went, what? And when he told me that, I said, oh, he did you? I said, you hit your daddy again. You're going to have to fight me. Motherfucker was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to fight you. And then all these different cultures and shit. Right? Because like I told him, I don't give a fuck what you say. He's crazy. He ain't got no sense. Because his little brother was doing that with his kid. And when his kid was about 5, 6 years old, he thought he could fight me. And his daddy saw him. He said, boy, what the fuck you doing? We don't do that around here. I don't know what your mama and y'all do around her way, but we don't fight our elders. I said, no, let him come on. That's going to be the last adult he put his fucking hand to. Let him through. He said, no, we don't do that. And I was like, okay. Because that was some bullshit. Because he was mad with me. Because I told him, you know, it was Christmas time. You know, I had to look around to make sure. I said, okay, it's late. Everybody here now ain't nothing but family. You should be able to share and play with your toys with your little cousins. He's not going to break them. But, because he was trying to, he was mad with B. Because he was playing with one of his toys. I said, look here. For one, not only is he your big cousin, but if you can't tell, he's on the spectrum. And he looked at me like I was thrown, like, bitch, what's the spectrum? And that's why I said they fucking these kids up. Because if you won't be so PC and shit, you don't want people to say slow, special, excuse me, people, retarded. You need to teach them these new words you want them to say.
Wait, they really want us to go around there? They're on the spectrum.
Yeah.
In my day, my teacher used to call out it.
You know, and I had to let them know. I say, right, because my kids, as much, but you know what, Deborah, you could teach as fucking much as you want to. Even though you hear my son chiming in every now and then on something I say, they don't really listen to you. You can teach all the fuck you want. Matter of fact, the other day, old boy was sitting there and he was like, you know, I tell my friends, you know, I wasn't raised like this. This is who I wanted to be, so that's why I'm like this. And when he said that, You don't know how much it took out of me not to jump across this table and start choking him, because you basically saying, yeah, them bitches taught me right, but fuck them. I won't be this old disrespectful, ignorant motherfucker that you see here. You know what I'm saying? That's because they fucking won't. Look, y'all put this bitch in their hand. Y'all give them Wi-Fi. The phone tell them every social media platform. And even though they're too young and they're not supposed to get on there, they're smart enough to know how to lie to be able to make themselves the right age to get on there. Okay? You feel what I'm saying? Then once they get on here, they watch all the ignorant motherfuckers they can find and believe what they're saying is the way of life. And so that's who they become. Yeah, they know right from wrong. Yeah, they know right from wrong. They know right from wrong. They know when they're being disrespectful. That's just like I was watching Ilyana with the 600-pound woman. And even though she had a point, I couldn't get down with that. She's saying that the girl had a right to disrespect her mama. And I don't feel that. I don't feel that way. Right. And then any asshole with a phone can have an account on any platform they want. They can say anything that they want, and these kids is eating it up, and it's just happening. But Eliana said because her daughter was taking care of her, she had the right to be disrespectful to her mama. And I was like, bitch, I don't feel that way at all. I don't give a fuck what you saying. Nah, what you should have been saying was your daughter does not appreciate when you disrespect her, then need her to wipe your ass. But to be disrespectful to your mama, she talking about my mama dead. Well, bitch, if you feel that way, why you over there wiping that bitch ass? Why you over there wiping her ass if you feel like your mama's dead to you? And because I feel like this, you don't want to help your mama because she's old. Nope, Miss Boosie, that's because they're not teaching it to them. And y'all know how I am. My kids, God forgive me, they could give two fucks about black and black history. And that's very hurtful to me. They don't think so. They don't care. But yeah, that's because I'm the same person I am now. I've been this person as far as my history and past and other people's history and past and black history. I've been this person their whole life. And for them not to know nothing, You know what, Miss Boosie? I had to go through that with these kids too. With them wanting to call the police on us, and no, it wasn't on us. Oh, Alonzo can read it. People don't, they're not teaching that to kids no more. Their parents or the school. Because I guarantee you, let me look at Alonzo like this. He gonna be like, what? What I do? Quick. He gonna be quick. What I do? He will be quick. And but yeah, back to the police being called. Uh we took right, Miss Boosie. We we had went somewhere one day and we left uh I want to say Keisha brother Enrique to watch, right, to watch Curtis and Dwayne. Well, Marika went to go whip him for something, and they called the police. But when they called the police, they didn't bet on us getting back before the police got there. All right. So, and the police didn't even come. They just called. I don't know what the fuck happened at my house. They had an incident or something at my house, and the police was there. And it was a white woman, and I'm gonna say maybe a white man. I don't remember the second one, but I remember the white woman. No, it was a white man because he said, "You know what? Oh, matter of fact, we called the police on our kids, okay? Because see, Dwayne always a good one for that one. You can't with me, this, that, and the other." So we called the police and we said, "Are there any officers available to come to our house? Because we need to know before something happens what's right and what's wrong." So the police came and we told them our kids feel like we cannot physically chastise them. That if we touch them, we're breaking the law and we are going to jail. I said these child abuse in programs in school is going too fucking far. I said, and we need you to answer some questions for us. We had them there and everything since. Oh, yeah, we called the police on y'all. So we talked to the police. We said, "Nah, is it illegal to whip your child?" They say, "No, it is not." Can you go to jail for whipping your child?" He said, "No, you cannot." He said, "But you can't be knotting them all up and putting big bruises and shit on it, and then, because then they're going to call them other people. But we prefer you to beat them instead of us." That was out of white policeman's mouth. He told us that in our living room. And then you could have sold all my sons for a penny. He said, yes. I ain't have no choice. I was getting tired of that bullshit. I said, okay, thank you for letting me know that. He said, you can whip them on their behinds. I said, okay. I wasn't trying to hit him nowhere else anyway. I say, now let's get down to the tools of it. Is a belt? You can't whip him with a belt? He said, yeah, you can whip him with a belt. You can whip him with a belt. He said, but don't be getting no extension cords and no fly swatter wires and shit like that. And I said, yeah, you're right. That's kind of abusive, that. But you can't whip them with a belt. And when that man was like, yeah, I'm telling you, you could have sold them all for a fucking penny. Because they had their big old plan. Y'all gonna whip us, we gonna call child protection, and y'all bitches going to jail. They need to change the way they fucking do these child abuse programs in school. Because I told my kids the same shit. If them people ever come out here and take y'all gonna live with them people. If you ever want to be that big motherfucker to call CPS on us, make sure your fucking bag is packed. Because regardless if they come in here and be like, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. You're still going with them motherfuckers. So when you make that phone call, bitch, you make sure you got your bag packed. Right. You saying that shit. This is why my godmother sticks in my mind. Her and my mama were friends, and I had been going to spend the weekends at our house, so her and my mama, even though I wouldn't go spend the weekends at our house, her and my mama was getting to where, they'll meet together every Saturday or so, and she'll come over, my mama will cook, we go over there, she'll cook or whatever, and her son, he was older than I was. But summer came. You know how you just do stupid shit at the end of the school year. Most kids let people write all on their shirt or on their book sack or some shit like that. That motherfucker decided to get along with his friends and egg the faculty's cars. They fucked up the principal car. They fucked up a couple of teacher cars. And my godmother beat the fuck out of that boy. When I say she beat the fuck out that boy, I didn't see that boy till 2 weeks after she beat the fuck out that boy. And that boy still had a black eye. I was like, that's why you don't fuck with them bitches from the St. Bernard. You got what you got. That hard head beat your fucking ass. She even broke his arm. In which I don't blame her. Because for one, do you know how hard your parents have to work to afford you what they give you? And because you're an only child, you get a lot. And he had the game system. He had and around that time, she had just brought him a 4-wheeler. And here come the end of the school year. And he was going to private school on top of that. Here come the end of the school year. Y'all want to decide to egg people cars? My God. That little dude, she whooped the shit out that little dude. But he deserved every lick she gave him. But here goes where the abuse come in. As she should, Deborah. Here's goes where the abuse came in at, though. Her tool of destruction. It was more than her knuckles. See, and back when we was growing up, child abuse was real. Now, now the shit these children calling abuse. Bitch, if you don't go sit your little bitch ass down in the corner, he hit my hand because I wanted something and he said no. He pushed me because I was about to step off into something. The shit these little kids call abuse nowadays. I remember not too long ago, Alonzo was saying something about abuse. I said, you call that abuse? I think it was abuse because he couldn't get his chicken nuggets. I say abuse would be not giving you nothing at all. You hungry, you want chicken nuggets, you can't get chicken nuggets, but abuse would be giving you nothing to eat at all. That is abuse. Get the fuck out of here with that abuse shit. Right, just anything abuse. That ain't no damn abuse. And that's why I said, and that's the thing that kills me. You know, they always crying about they got too much going on in the foster system. They're overstocked with kids. These kids gotta live in centers and shit. Won't y'all stop fucking minding other people's business? Now, abuse, yeah, I can see if little Billy come to school. No, I can't even say with a black eye because you know what? A kid could have gave him that black eye. Now, I could see if his black eye was that big or that, you know, and it's evident that it's an adult hand. The system has always been broken. The system has always been broken. You know, a lot of people be sitting up there, oh my God, a white person with their kids. Fucking right. What the fuck you talking about? That's why the system was created. You think they really gave a fuck about our little chocolate asses? No. And our people took care of us. Oh, so-and-so don't want to raise her baby. Her sister, her mama, or somebody else in her family did it. It wasn't going on like that in those other families. See, because as black people, we used to always take care of each other. That shit don't go on no more. People are so fucking petty. They're so fucking selfish. They have so much fucking anger because of some shit. Right. They have so much anger because of some dumb shit that they'll hurt themselves to hurt you. And that shit is crazy. Oh, I know white people abuse kids. They abuse them in. Oh, I know white people abuse kids. I used to hang with this little white girl. Her name was Angie. No, her grandma was named Angie. I used to work with her grandma, but I used to hang with her because she lived on the other side of the block from me, and I knew her. And yeah, all races do abuse their kids, but you know it wasn't no problem when black people was abusing their kids. It never was. That was never the problem. See, because back in our day, if that kind of shit happened, little so and so would go live with his grandma, or He'll go live with his auntie or his uncle for a little while, and then he'll go back home. But they be done took care of him and got him together. That was not going on in those other families. But as I was saying, I can't remember that little white girl name but here's how I know they abuse their kids. Well, if they don't blow it out of proportion, how they gonna keep getting funding for it? But that little girl, she was younger than me, so she was really hanging with my sister. But they would always be at my house. But that little white girl was wild as fuck. I don't remember what the hell she had did, but she came to our house and she had a black eye. And right, Deborah. And I was like, wow, what the fuck? She was like, my mama punched me in my motherfucking eye. I went, wow. Your mama? I ain't asked her what she did because I already knew what she did. I worked with her grandma. And they used to be mad with her because, yeah, the system is the biggest crook. Her mama used to be mad with her because even though Ann, her grandma, was black, she was they were white. You know, they had worked enough more white folks in their bloodline to where they were back white, okay? But the little girl knew her grandma was black, and even though she was white as fucking milk, she still in my grandma black, I'm black, and they was like, bitch, that was your grandma, you ain't black, dude. And they used to give her flack for it. And so that's how she got in trouble to where her mama punched her in her eye. Because she used to like to hang in the streets. And her mama was like, oh no, not with them black boys. And I'm like, you live in a black neighborhood. What you think she gonna date? You know? Okay then, y'all. I'm gonna say good night because I've been on here a while. I don't have any plans for tomorrow, but Keisha does. But I don't know why, because it's going to be raining all day tomorrow. They say we're supposed to get flooding. Right. Enjoy the convo. Yeah. Enjoy y'all conversation too. No, the system don't do no better. But let me tell you what the system do for them do. Once you take these kids that's been living this fucked up privileged life and you put them in the system and they don't have what they wanted or how they used to have it, they realize they fucked up, then they start to rebel. But because of how you fucking try to call yourself controlling your parent, that made the system step in. Now, the system gonna keep a hold of you for as long as they can to get the money. But once you become that rebellious teen, we hoping you don't straighten yourself out and you go to our prison system. But on that note, I'm gonna say good night, y'all. It's raining there too. We supposed to have rain till Saturday morning. It's supposed to start later today till Saturday morning. They say our river is supposed to get all the water it's supposed to need. I'll try to do a live tomorrow. I can't tell you what channel it's gonna be on though, because I have a partner. So, and normally we do it on Fridays, but if I can, I will. So thank y'all for coming. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all have a good night and have y'all a good weekend. Oh, all right then, Miss Boosie. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Take care. Good night.